Hey everyone, it's Chelsea with Savannah Wren Studio, and today for Gentle Yoga with Chelsea, I wanted to focus on really building heat, because not only are we in the season of Leo, which is all about fire and fixed direction and willpower, but we are also experiencing some of the hottest temperatures that we've had here in Missouri this summer. And so I really want to lean into that building of heat. So by this idea of creating inner heat to burn off impurities within our bodies, build up a sweat, really feel the intensity of Leo season, especially with regards to our core. Leo is, like I said, it's all about heat and drama and creativity and willpower and discipline, but it also rules the solar plexus and ab region. So for today's tapas-based, heat-driven gentle yoga class, I want to focus on core work and building up that heat to burn off impurities. And in yoga, we call that tapas. And so I can't wait to do this sequence with you. The props that I have for today are blocks, but feel free to use whatever props you're comfortable with. And let's get started. So begin in a seated position, whether it's in easy pose with a bolster under you, or just sitting crisscross with your legs in front of you. And we're going to prepare our mind and our body for our yoga practice today. Bringing our hands to the tops of our thighs, palms facing up, to invite in energy and that heat, making sure that our spine is sitting straight and tall and elongated, stacked on top of itself. And I invite you to either close your eyes or soften your gaze, turning your attention inward, focusing on your breath, noticing with curiosity the feel of your breath as it flows in through your nostrils and slowly out through your mouth. If you like, I invite you to really focus in on the difference between the inhalation in through your nose and the exhalation out through your mouth, feeling the difference in the sensations, the temperatures, as well as the pace of your breathing. The purpose of this is not to attach expectations or judgment on your breath, but to just sit with your breath, sit with your body, and listen to what they have to tell you in this moment. you're ready, I invite you to release the focus and awareness of your breath, shifting it towards your heart space, feeling your heartbeat in your chest. When you're ready, I invite you to release the feeling of your heart beating in your chest and envision the energies of Leo, of that fiery passion, that intense energy and enthusiasm, that natural play that comes with the Leo energy, that larger than life vibe. Preparing your body, your mind, and your spirit to journey through that Leo energy, through that heat, building those tapas within our core, releasing what doesn't serve us through that heat and that fire. I invite you now to refocus your gaze or open your eyes as we rotate our head over to the left, looking over our left shoulder, reorientating ourselves to the room. Begin to move your head over to the right side, looking over the right shoulder, taking in the space around you. Over to the left, and once more over to the right, just kind of warming up the neck. And finally return the gaze to center. We'll begin by warming up our spine, drawing the chest forward and over to the side, rounding the spine toward the back of the mat, over to the right. Doing gentle, large hip circles in a seated position. Massaging the hips and the glutes, warming up the spine. Doing one more full circle. And once you reach the top of the circle, reverse pulling over to the right, back, left, and forward. Taking your time, going at your own pace. Really feeling these hip circles and the movement of your spine and how it's connected to your hips and to the floor. Go one more time. Right, back, left, forward. Once you reach the top of your circle, lifting the chest, elongating the spine. Bringing your hands to either side of your rib cage. We're going to do small circles with our chest. Going over to the left first, just really isolating into that core work. Contracting your abs. Taking your time. And when you're ready, we'll reverse it, going over to the right. And when you're ready, releasing the hands from the ribs, bringing them back down onto your thighs, releasing the spine and allowing it to naturally elongate, as if you're being lifted from the crown, pulled up toward the ceiling. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead. Exhale, planting the right hand over, extending and reaching the left arm over toward the right side for a side stretch. Remembering to breathe through the pose. On your next inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale, planting the left hand to the outside of the left hip. Right arm extended over to the left side. On your next inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale, planting the right hand behind your right hip, left hand over your right thigh or knee, twisting over to the right, gazing towards your right shoulder. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand behind the left hip, right hand on the left thigh, gazing over the left shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, releasing. And exhale, draw the hands to either side of the chest, broadening across the chest as you inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, palms together. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. We'll do these seated cat-cows 3 more times at your own pace. Remembering to inhale as you open the chest and exhale as you close the hands. Creating a fluid motion. And then on your final inhale, opening up the hands. Exhale, release the hands back onto your thighs. Coming and meeting in tabletop. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and your abs are knitted in toward the back of your spine. We're going to inhale, reaching and extending the right foot behind us. Exhale, drawing the right knee in toward our hands, contracting our abs. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, drawing the leg forward. One more time. Inhale, extend, and exhale, contract. Releasing the right leg, shifting your weight onto the right side. Inhale, lift and extend the left leg back. Exhale, drawing the left knee toward the front of the mat, contracting your abs. Inhale, extend toward the back of the room. Exhale, drawing the left leg forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Releasing the left leg. This time, as we inhale, we'll lift our opposite legs, opposite leg and opposite hand. So we'll inhale, extend the right leg, reach the left hand forward. So inhale, extending the right leg, extending and reaching the left arm. Exhale, drawing and contracting the opposite arm and leg in toward your body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. One more time. Inhale, extend, and exhale, contract. Releasing your limbs, shifting the weight over onto the right knee. Inhale, extend the left leg, right arm. Exhale, drawing the opposite limbs in toward your core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. One more time. Inhale, extend, and exhale, contract. Releasing down. Extending the left foot back, followed by the right foot coming into plank, making sure that you have your abs and your solar plexus contracted. If you'd like, you can always do knees down, holding your plank. Releasing all the way down to the mat. Taking in 3 breaths. Feeling your body connected to the floor and to your breath. On your next inhale, lifting the chest and lifting the abdomen, coming into plank, either with knees down or knees up. Releasing, floating all the way down to the mat. One more round. Taking 3 breaths. Remembering to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth in a sigh. On your next inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the abdomens, knees down or knees up for your plank, whichever you prefer. Tucking in those abs. Releasing, flowing all the way down to the mat. And tucking your toes. Hands are on either side of your chest. Inhale, lifting the chest, coming into cobra. Exhale, releasing down to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, releasing back down to the mat. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Tucking the toes, lifting through plank into downward facing dog. Take a couple of seconds to adjust your hands, adjust your feet, finding your version of downward facing dog. Making sure to breathe in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Imagining that you're releasing the heat and the impurities that are being burned off by those tapas that you're generating. If you so choose, you can walk the dog, just pedaling the feet gently to help the calves. Bending the knees, drawing through into plank, releasing back into downward facing dog. It may feel like a wave. So we're lifting up on our toes, looking forward, coming into plank, bending our knees, straightening, lifting our hips, downward facing dog. Shifting the weight, plank, down. One more wave. Forward, down, and up. Begin to step the feet forward, meeting the hands in forward fold. Taking your time here to really allow your body to use the weight of gravity on your spine and on your lower body. Bending the knees, lifting the torso, straight back, half lift, releasing down, forward fold. We'll do that one more time, this time including our breath. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the spine, rolling it up to a standing mountain pose. Exhale, releasing the hands, coming into mountain pose. To help us with building that heat and the tapas, we're going to do a 2 vinyasa flows, just kind of really getting us into that feel of the heat and the fire of Leo season and Leo energy. We begin, inhale, extending the arms overhead, small back bend. Exhale, swan diving into forward fold. Inhale, lifting the torso for half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Inhale, planting the hands, stepping the right foot back, followed by the left. Exhale, through plank, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest for cobra. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, tucking the toes, lifting the chest and hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right foot, stepping it through, coming into Anjali-asana or low running pose. So making sure that your foot is on the outside of your hands, lifting the torso, extending the arms overhead. So right ankle is going to be right over, it's going to be right under the right knee. Arms are overhead. And we are leaning slightly forward with our left leg extended out behind us. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, planting the hands, tucking the toes on the left foot, releasing the right foot back, downward facing dog. Gazing between the hands. Inhale, exhale, all the way down to the mat, preparing for cobra. Inhale, lifting the chest, cobra. Exhale, releasing down to the mat. Inhale, tucking the toes, lifting through plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, extending the left foot back. Exhale, drawing the left foot between your hands, coming down onto the right knee, lifting up and extending the arms overhead for Anjali-asana or low runner's lunge. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, planting the hands, tucking the right toes, releasing the left foot back, downward facing dog. Gazing between the hands, walk or hop toward the top of your mat, meeting in forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the spine, lifting the arms toward the ceiling, small back bend. Exhale, releasing the arms into mountain pose. We'll do that sequence one more time. Inhale, lift the arms, small back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands. Exhale, stepping the right foot back, followed by the left foot. Inhaling through your plank. Exhale all the way down to the floor, untucking your toes, preparing for cobra. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, tucking the toes, lifting through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting and extending the left foot back, drawing the left foot forward, right knee down, extending the arms overhead, low runner's lunge or Anjaneyasana. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, tucking the right foot, releasing the left foot, downward facing dog. Inhale. Inhale through plank. Exhale, releasing down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, tucking the toes, lifting through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift and extend the right leg to the back of the room. Exhale, sweeping the right foot forward. Extending the left leg back, reaching the arms overhead, low runner's lunge on the right side. Inhale, lift, exhale, planting the hands, tucking the toes, returning the right leg back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting your weight forward, exhale, float or step toward the front of the mat, arriving in forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rounding the spine, lifting the body, extending the arms overhead. Exhale, floating the arms down, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, stepping the left foot back, coming into warrior one on the right side, taking a second to make sure that you have your alignment for your warrior one. Right knee over right ankle. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Arms are extended overhead with internal rotation, so pinkies back towards you. And hips we're trying to make our hips move toward the front of the mat, but if they don't, that's perfectly fine. We're going to inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, releasing the arms, tucking them into the base of our spine. Inhale, lift, broadening the chest, arching the back just a little bit. Exhale, forward fold over the front leg. Inhale, lifting the torso just a little bit for a half lift. Exhale, releasing down into humble warrior. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, releasing the arms overhead back into warrior one. Inhale, broadening across the shoulders, small arch. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, releasing the arms down into mountain pose. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, stepping the right foot back, preparing for warrior one on the left side. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, floating the arms down, tucking them into your small of your back. Inhale, lift the chest once more. Exhale, forward fold into humble warrior on the left side. Inhale, lifting the torso, half lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lifting the torso all the way up. Exhale, extending the arms overhead. Warrior one, once more. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. Exhale, releasing the arms down, mountain pose. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead, this time stepping the left foot back so that your left foot is perpendicular with your right, releasing the arms, coming into warrior two on the right side. Take a moment to check your alignment. If you need to adjust it, widening your stance, shortening your stance, whatever you need to come into your version of warrior two. Inhale, rotate the right palm up, reaching and extending the right hand toward the back of the room, left hand on either your left back thigh, or you can tuck it into your lower back. Inhale, release the arms, warrior two. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, reaching forward, extending the left arm toward the front of the mat, right arm balancing on your right thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, wheel the hands. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lifting the chest, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, releasing the arms down, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, stepping the right foot back, taking a second to check on your posture, opening the arms up as you exhale into warrior two on the left side. Reversing, pointing the left palm up. Inhale, shifting the weight back. Exhale, come into exalted warrior. Reverse warrior. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extended side angle on the left side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward, releasing the arms, mountain pose. Inhale, extending the arms overhead. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. And as you open up into your warrior two, you can release the arms, pivoting your front foot forward, coming into a straddle pose on the long side of your mat as we prepare for goddess pose. So we want our feet to be a little bit wider than our hips, so that way when we bend down into goddess pose, our knees are still kind of in alignment with our ankles. We're keeping those joints safe and secure. Extending the arms overhead, palms toward the front of the room. Exhale, coming down slowly into goddess pose with hands extended to either side of your chest. Chest lifted, shoulders pinched slightly back. Make sure that your hips are tucked under. We're going to inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, broaden. Exhale, round one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, contracting that core. And then releasing back into goddess pose. We're going to inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, setting down into our goddess pose, contracting our abs and our glute and our thighs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goddess pose. Do that one more time. Inhale, release. Exhale, goddess pose. This time on your next inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, begin to slowly forward fold into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lifting the chest for half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly round the spine, lifting up, extending the arms overhead, star pose. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, bending the knees, forward fold, sighing it out. And we'll do this 2 more times. Coming from star pose through goddess pose into wide-legged forward fold. Each time we'll breathe out lion breath, the heavy sigh through our mouth. Inhale, lifting and elongating the spine. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up, lifting the arms up, coming into star pose. And we'll do the sequence 2 more times. Inhale, broadening across the chest. Exhale, bending the knees, sighing out through the mouth. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up, extending the arms overhead. Star pose. 1 more time. Lifting, broadening across the chest. Exhale, forward folding, lion's breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through star pose. Exhale, releasing the arms. Begin to slowly walk your feet into the center of your mat. And come and step to the top of your mat, coming down onto your sits bones, feet extended out in front of you in a tent as we prepare for boat pose. This is one of those poses that blocks can come in handy. So if you'd like, you can, as we come into our boat pose, we'll extend our arms out, and you can either contract your abs sitting slightly back and pick up both of your feet for boat pose, or you can bring your feet onto the tops of your blocks and help you hold your boat pose. Remembering to breathe. taking 3 breaths. And on your 3rd breath, releasing, sitting up, allowing your abs to rest. And when you're ready, we'll do this pose 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, sitting back, contracting the abs, boat pose. Taking 3 breaths at your own pace. And on your final exhale, releasing your abs, coming up to a comfortable seated position. We'll do this 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, leaning back, contracting your abs. Your last exhalation, coming forward, releasing the arms, releasing the feet. If your feet are on the blocks, you can push them away, bringing your feet back to a tent position. And we'll slowly roll down, all the way down onto our mat, beginning to walk our feet in toward our hips. Arms parallel at your sides. Inhale, lifting the hips toward the ceiling, contracting the abs, contracting the glutes, coming into bridge pose. Remembering to breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth, releasing that heat that you've been generating all practice. On your next exhale, flowing the hips slowly all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, lifting, contracting, bridge pose. On your last exhalation, releasing the hips down to the floor. We'll do this 1 more time. Inhale, lift. On your 3rd inhalation, releasing the hips back down. Walk both feet out toward the front of your mat, extending them out in front of you. Inhale, lifting the right leg, catching the right knee with your hands, drawing your right leg in toward your abdomen. Next exhale, release the right leg, extending it and placing it back to the mat. Inhale, lifting the left leg, catching the left knee with your hands, drawing it in toward your abdomen. allowing your breath to slow. Your next exhalation, releasing the left leg, extending it toward the front of the mat, replacing it next to the right. Walking the feet back in toward the sits bones, lifting and extending the right leg, placing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Slowly draw the right knee toward the front of the room, creating a triangle with your right leg. Releasing the right leg, drawing the right knee toward the center line of your torso, reversing the stretch. If you need, you can use your right and your left hands to help you draw that right leg in toward the center of your body. Releasing the right leg, extending it toward the front of the room. Replace it next to your right foot. Lift and extend the left foot, bringing the left ankle on top of the right foot, drawing the left thigh and knee toward the front of the room. Releasing the left leg, using the hands to draw the left leg in toward the midline, reversing the stretch. Releasing the left leg, extending it toward the front of the room, planting it next to the right foot with the knees still tented. Extend the arms out beside you in a T shape, perpendicular with your chest. Shift your hips slightly over to the left side, allowing your knees to float down over to the right side of your body, rotating your head to look over your right shoulder, reclined side twist. Turning the head to center, lift the hips through center, returning the hips toward the center of your mat. Shift your hips over to the right side, allowing the knees to float over toward the left side of the body, gazing over our right shoulder. Recline side twist on the left. Rotating your head toward the middle, lifting the knees back to center, returning the hips back to the center of your mat, arms parallel once more to your sides. Lifting the right knee, catching it with the right hand, lifting the left knee, catching it with the left hand, curling up into a ball, allowing our abs to engage. If you like, I invite you to find a little bit of intuitive movement, maybe rocking slowly side to side, giving your lower back and lumbar region a massage. Remembering to breathe through the pose. Find stillness once more. Lift the feet toward the ceiling, catching the outside of your feet, extending the feet toward the ceiling, knees bent, coming into happy baby pose. If you like, feel if this is a little bit uncomfortable, but you're still interested in doing it, you can always move so that your hips are against a wall. I can demonstrate that for you. Inhale, drawing the feet just a tiny bit closer into you. Exhale, extending the feet toward the ceiling, pointing your toes upwards. If you would like, you can bring your hands to the backs of your thighs, or you can, if you're using the wall, you can scoot your sits bones up against the wall, allowing your feet to extend for a gentle inversion, allowing the blood to flow from your outer extremities back towards your heart. Finding stillness in this pose, allowing your body to reset and rest before we prepare for our resting pose in Shavasana. If you're not using the wall, allow your legs to slowly float down, coming to lay down and rest at the front of your mat. If you're using the wall, you can slowly walk your feet down and in, coming on to your side. And as you come out of that waterfall pose, I invite you to find a comfortable resting position, whether it is on your back in traditional Shavasana, maybe it's on your right side, whatever feels good to you and your body in this moment. Traditional Shavasana or rolling onto your right side. As we settle into our Shavasana or resting pose, I invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes, turning your awareness once more to your breath. Feeling your breath entering your body, filling your lungs and your belly before turning to the space around you. Allowing your breath to flow of its own accord in and out through your body and your energetic space. Feeling it cleansing your space, releasing the heat that you've cultivated throughout your practice. Allowing those tapas and that heat to release the impurities in your body, whether that be tension or stress. In astrology, air is the opposite of fire. So allow your breath to slow your energy down, releasing that heat, cooling your body, allowing it to rest and reset. While you might not be a Leo per se, we can all benefit from the energy and the lesson that Leo and Leo's season has to give us, inviting in play and creativity, enthusiasm, dynamic spirit, and spirit of expression. I invite you to envision a warm yellow light coming from your solar plexus and your upper abs, feeling it begin to slowly spread to the opposite ends of your body, toward the root chakra as well as toward the crown chakra, illuminating your body in a warm, healing, yellow or golden light. Allowing you to release any final tension or stress or impurities from within your body, your mind, and your spirit. Allowing those tapas to release what no longer serves you, leaving you feel cleansed and clear. I invite you now to release that warm or golden light, allowing it to flow back inside your solar plexus to support you in your daily journey. And when you're ready, I invite you to find some intrinsic movement in your fingers and toes, slowly beginning to wake up the body. Taking your time to roll over onto the right side of your body, pausing once more to close out your practice in your Shavasana. Sending yourself gratitude for showing up for yourself today, for making time for yourself, for prioritizing your needs and your health. Begin to lift yourself into a comfortable seated position on your mat. Coming into easy pose. If you need, feel free to use props to make that easy pose a little bit more accessible. Bringing hands to heart center in prayer pose. I want to thank you today for joining me for Gentle Yoga with Chelsea through Access Studio, and for allowing me to be a part of your yogic journey. As always, I like to end my class with my personal mantra. The light and the darkness within me recognizes and honors the light and the darkness within you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.